Good day to you people. So today I am going to be telling you about the best wings in Terraria, and that's for all platforms I'm going to cover today. So short version, the non-updated platforms like iOS and Android, Xbox 360 and PS3 and so on. And some of those are going to get the update later, but for now, on those non-updated platforms, it's going to be the Spooky Wings and the Tattered Fairy Wings. They're tied statistically. I am talking statistically the best wings. And here's where I have to actually cut in and correct myself before publishing, because the Fishron wings are also available on all platforms, even without that big update. So they are slightly better than the previously two mentioned wings, and I'll cover the details on the Fishron wings after the details on those other two a little later on in the video. On PC, since the 1.3 update, basically those wings are still the best for now on all platforms other than PC. Since the 1.3 update on PC, which is coming to others soon, then we're talking the Endgame Wings, which then become the best. The wings you can only get after defeating the Moon Lord, which are Stardust Wings, Solar Wings, Vortex Booster, and the Nebula Mantle. So that 1.3 equivalent update is coming to Xbox One and PS4 very soon. Presumably should be coming to the Nintendo Switch when that's launched, when Terraria is launched for that. And later on, that should go to iOS, Android, possibly others. Actually, there are a bunch of platforms that probably won't ever get the update, unfortunately. But mobile is supposed to get it. So anyway, moving right along. So I'm going to craft and show you all of these. So I'm going to tell you how to get them. So first of all, the Spooky Wings and the Tattered Fairy Wings, which again are the best you can get without that 1.3 equivalent update on any platform. You are going to need ingredients from the Pumpkin Moon for both of those. So the Spooky Wings, that's 20 Souls of Flight, which of course you get from the Wyverns. You use those for crafting a lot of the different wings. 20 Souls of Flight, and the Spooky Twig, which you get from the Morning Wood boss during the Pumpkin Moon. Whereas the Tattered Fairy Wings, again, same 20 Souls of Flight, but you use the Black Fairy Dust from the Pumpkin boss, which is also during the Pumpkin Moon. So I've got both of those here. I've actually got tons of these hanging around because I've done that event a whole bunch of times. So here we are, Spooky Wings and Tattered Fairy Wings. So let's throw those on. And again, these are statistically equivalent. They're okay. They're interesting if you like, dark themes and stuff, because again, they're from the Pumpkin Moon. And of course, you can reforge those. But yeah, they're both, sort of Halloween themed, which is suitable for this time of year, of course. And those are the best you can get on most platforms right now in terms of the stats. So they fly fairly high, they move fairly quickly, they get a decent horizontal speed boost. So correction again, the Fishron wings are actually slightly better than those two. It's worth mentioning also the Steampunk Wings, which I've been using for a long time in this game, actually are equivalent on PC only for now, and of course whenever the other platforms get the update, those are equivalent to the Spooky Wings and the Tattered Fairy Wings. You can buy them after defeating Golem from the Steampunker for 1 platinum. They're pretty expensive. But the Fishron Wings, and I'll admit these are the only ones I did not obtain legitimately, because the thing is, on average, it's a 1 in 15 chance of getting them from Duke Fishron, which means defeating, on average, Duke Fishron about 15 times to get them. They are a little quicker. You can see here compared to those other two, basically they fly a little faster. Yeah, that's actually about it. They accelerate quicker, fly a little faster, and you get those from Duke Fishron. Again, you can actually fight him in hard mode anytime, but he's going to be pretty tough until you have like post-golem equipment. So yeah, that's the Duke Fishron wings, and they are a little bit better if you're on another platform. Also worth mentioning, they do get a height boost. The maximum height that the Fishron wings can fly gets a boost with the 1.3 update on PC. Again, probably coming to other platforms. And I am going to include, speaking of all these statistics, I will include the link to the Wiki page with the stats of all the wings in the description of this video. Anyway, so the PC update brought the Moon Lord, the Celestial Towers, pillars, whatever you want to call them, and all the associated stuff. So if I go over here to my Ancient Manipulator, I can craft all of those. each of these sets of wings requires 10 Luminite bars and 14 of the associated fragments. So you get Luminite, of course, from the Moonlord. 4 Luminite makes 1 Luminite bar, and the fragments you get from the celestial or lunar pillars, and you'll need 14 of whichever type of fragments from whichever pillar to craft the type of wings you want. So I've gone ahead, I've got 40, so I can do all of them, and I've got 14 of each. All of these wings will glow in the dark as well, and they're basically broken down into 2 sets. There's the Stardust Wings and the Solar Wings. They're equivalent, they just look different. And there's the Vortex Booster and the Nebula Mantle, which again are equivalent to each other, again just look different. So I'm going to start with the Stardust Wings, which are right here. So basically the Stardust Wings and the Solar Wings, the Stardust, of course, you're using Stardust fragments, Solar Wings, you're using solar fragments. They ascend and fly very quickly. They fly almost 2/3 higher than the Vortex Booster and the Nebula Mantle at their maximum, and they're fast in general. So here we go, Stardust Wings, and let's go ahead and craft the Solar Wings at the same time. So I can throw those on, and they look pretty, and they emit a bit of light. Solar Wings, same idea. So you can see, I mean, these fly fast, they fly quickly. I can fly right to the top of the world in no time, and I can move very quickly with them, and they're very nice looking. But then there's the Vortex Booster and the Nebula Mantle, which are a little more unusual. Speaking of which, other wings that might be good on other platforms, not exactly wings, there's a hoverboard you can make from Shumite bars, and it hovers. Well, so do these. So the Vortex Booster and the Nebula Mantle, that's really their strong point, is their ability to hover and how fast they are when they hover. So they're very fast when hovering, and in fact, they actually boost your flight time when you're hovering as well. So the Vortex Booster, it's more like, you know, technological, like the Vortex Pillar and so on. Yeah, in fact, you don't even really see the effect, but yeah, there we go. You hold down and you hover. It's basically how that works, which takes a little getting used to, but there we go. And you can see how fast that is when you're hovering. You actually move very fast, and your flight time is doubled. So that's the boost with the Vortex Booster and also the Nebula Mantle. Nebula Mantle looks more like wings, but as you can see, it's kind of an ethereal effect. You know, in fitting with the magic theme that the Vortex stuff is supposed to reflect. So you actually hover even though they look like wings. And that's basically it. So Vortex Booster and Nebula Mantle have that hovering ability when you hold down. They're very fast when you're hovering, and the flight duration normally is a little shorter than the other 2 sets of wings. But when you're hovering, it's actually doubled, so it ends up being actually considerably longer. You can fly quite a long time while hovering. Maybe I should test that out. How long can I fly? Oh, it's still not that long. It's something like 5 seconds or a little over 5 seconds. Anyway, so that's the best wings in Terraria. Pretty quick video. So I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time with my new wings. Bye for now.